5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go.
Good morning, Hawks. Today is Tuesday, August 26, 2025. My name is Susan.
And my name is Violet.
Today is the second day of the 6th week of school.
Please rise for the Pledge of Allegiance and the Texas Pledge.
I
Pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Honor the Texas flag. I pledge allegiance to the Texas, one state under God, one and indivisible.
Please remain standing for a moment of silence. Thank you. You may now be seated. For today's announcements, we will first look at our attendance.
The attendance for yesterday was 6th grade, 95.20%, 7th grade, 95.91%, 8th grade, 97.77%. Total attendance for yesterday was 96.29%. Congratulations on reaching our goal, Hawks.
The lunch menu for today is a chicken sandwich, a cheese pizzeria, spicy popcorn chicken, a tossed salad, pepperoni pizza, and Hawaiian pizza. Good morning, Hawks. The library will be open on Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday for first lunch, and Friday for second lunch. Today, the library will be closed, and some people, like 7th and 8th graders, will be going to the library this week. See you soon.
It is important to always be on dress code on a daily basis. You must be wearing a solid black, gray, or white polo shirt and improved pants or shirts. Only natural colored hair is allowed. On Thursdays, you are allowed to wear college or military shirts, and don't forget to show your Hawks beard on Fridays. Remember, no pullover hoodies or torn jeans are allowed on campus. We always want to dress for success.
Let's go to Studio 2 with Mrs. Salcedo.
Good morning, everybody. So these are your admin announcements. Teachers, please remember that dress code violations and tardies must be addressed using the 5-step plan. Please remember to document all your contacts into the Skyward contact log. Students, we are on week 6 of the 9 weeks. All grades will be finalized this week. Please make sure that you are staying on top of your grades and turning in all your assignments on time. Athletes, this is also the grade checkpoint. If you are failing a class, you will be ineligible to play next week and the rest of the weeks until you are passing all classes at the 9-week grade checkpoint. So please make sure you guys turn in your assignments to get that done. Everyone is expected to report to class on time. When that tardy bell rings, you should be in your classroom ready to learn. Teachers, please remember to follow the 5-step plan for tardies. Parent phone calls need to be made for the second offense, and don't forget to log the contact on the Skyward contact log. Students, it is your responsibility to make it to class on times every day and every period. The attendance challenge. The admin team is challenging all students to reach our 96% attendance goal. If the entire campus or grade level reaches 96 for the week, Monday through Thursday, you will earn a Hawk Dress Pass on Friday. So good luck, Hawks. This day in history. So today in history in 1920, the 19th Amendment guaranteeing women's rights to vote is adopted to the U.S. Constitution. In 1939, the first Major League Baseball game is televised, showing the Cincinnati Reds versus the Brooklyn Dodgers. And in 1968, British rock band The Beatles released their single, Hey Jude, in the U.S. Cool. All right. Cell phones and earbuds and smartwatches must be turned off and out of sight, not in the back pocket. If it is seen, heard, or being used, they will be picked up. Our state representatives have passed a new law banning cell phones at schools. Our focus is on your learning, and these devices are a distraction, guys. Our campus vision is building resilient achievers as our leaders. We can reach our vision by following our PBIS hot core values, by being responsible, respectful, safe, and present. How do you do this? Well, you are responsible by showing up to class each and every single day. You are respectful by keeping your hands to yourself. You demonstrate safety by walking on the right side of the hallways, and you are present by being engaged and turning in your assignments in classes each and every single period. Never forget that you are loved here at Horizon Middle School. We are happy that you are here each and every single day. The decisions you make today affect you tomorrow, so always make those great decisions. Be proud to be a Hawk because we are proud of you. Have a great day, Hawks. Now let's go back to our Studio One with our anchors.
Thank you, Ms. Salcedo.
Next, we have our counselors with our SEL lesson.
Good morning. How are you doing today? Hope you're having a wonderful morning, and we didn't get to say welcome to a new week yesterday because we had a little bit of technical difficulties. But let's get started with our SEL lesson. This is part 3 of a 3-part series on manners. First, we reviewed what manners were. Last week, we talked about what manners look like at home. And just before I say it, can you guess what do you think manners is next? Manners at school. So good manners part 3. Again, just a quick review of our vision statement for the counseling team. The counseling team will provide a safe space for all students, focusing on focusing on helping students how to navigate their future educational endeavors. And then finally, our mission is, as a counseling team, in conjunction, that means together with faculty and staff, provide an all-inclusive program that strives to help students achieve their educational goals. So my annual goals for this year is 1, to provide the SEL lessons to help students make better decisions, advocate and help support for students, help students who are failing their classes, and guide them to make better choices. Ms. Gutierrez's goals are to help students learn about their career possibilities, SEL lessons as well, and help students learn about making better choices with grades, behavior, and social skills. This is very important. And our week at a glance, we're, of course, our SEL lessons, meet with students. We have our lunch bunch, attend weekly meetings, counselor trainings, and assist and support students. That's the most important part. And then again, we prep for future SEL lessons or future projects. Again, there's a picture of your counselors. That's Ms. Gutierrez and myself. I work with students with last names M through Z, and Ms. Gutierrez works with students with last names A through L. So manners in school, very important. If we follow our manners or respect, we will save ourselves a lot of trouble. So manners in school, what does that look like? Very simple, saying good morning and good afternoon. If you're walking past an adult, you may know, or if someone says good morning to you or good afternoon, respond. Say good morning, good afternoon. Manners in school, ask if you can borrow something or if you can have it. Not just taking without permission. This is a big one. Let's say your classmate has a really cool pencil and you'd like to borrow it. This doesn't necessarily mean you can take it. You ask first, and maybe they'll say yes and maybe they'll say no. Again, if you don't have a pen or pencil for class and your teacher has some on their desk, that doesn't mean you can take them. You ask. You always ask. And again, wait your turn before you speak. You always raise your hand and your teacher will acknowledge you. Sometimes your teacher might want to get a point across, and they'll ask you to wait a little bit before you interrupt, and then you can ask or make your comment. And again, return things that you have borrowed. If you borrowed a pencil, please make sure you return that back to your teacher, because there might be others that might need the pencil next class period. And again, when you're passing by someone, say excuse me rather than just pushing past someone. And again, I'll go ahead and pass it on to Ms. Gutierrez so that she can finish the rest of the SEL lesson with you all.
Good morning, students, and welcome to Tuesday. We are going to continue with our lesson on manners. So something as simple as holding the door open for a person when they're coming in, especially if they're carrying something, is just an act of kindness. We want to help people out, and if it was flipped and it was us, we'd want them to help us. Respecting your own and other people's property is a huge thing. Keep your hands off people's computers, especially if they're working on it and you leave your computer open and then you wander away, so that you're not typing in something that's inappropriate. So be really careful with property. Property could be the school as far as the restrooms, and not destroying anything in there, not writing on the tables, things like that. And then especially school property, we've already gone over that, so let me go forward. So, and then saying please and thank you. It's just being nice. And it's a simple act to say, please, can I borrow that, please? Thank you for opening the door for me. And then be polite to others. Don't make fun of anyone. Everyone has feelings. And this can be a big deal, especially at this age. Even just looking at somebody inappropriately, or they feel that you are, can hurt someone's feelings. And you don't want someone making fun of you. So please keep those comments to yourself. And then don't use bad language. We hear students up and down the hallway cursing, and we know that those are typically not the words that you're using at home. So if they're not to be used at home, then they shouldn't be used here. And maybe they are. Maybe that's a custom in your home, but you need to mind your manners and be really careful with those offensive words. And then putting rubbish into the bin, so trash goes where it needs to go. So especially at lunchtime, making sure you're clearing off your plate, all your items, and putting them into the trash can, and not waiting for a custodian to do that for you, or one of the lunch ladies. That is not their responsibility. It is yours to clean up after yourself, just like you do at home. Hopefully you are taking your plates and whatnot and cleaning up after yourself. Okay, so making sure. And then another thing I just want to point out, when you are in the cafeteria, you are not allowed to take any of the styrofoam cups, foods, apples, anything like that out of the cafeteria. And then wherever you go, it's up to you to give a good impression of yourself, your school, your sports team, your group, and your family. Behaving badly doesn't just give a bad impression of yourself. It gives a bad impression of the people that are around you, like your family. We know that your families are doing better at that. So just have pride in yourself as if you're with your sports team, whatever it is you're doing, have pride in yourself and make a good impression. And then again, the golden rule. Treat others the way you want to be treated, and that is with respect. So, and just in reflection, something that teachers can go over with you, why are good manners important? We want to make those good impressions, and we just want to do the right thing. And how do manners reflect who you are? That's setting the example of the kind of person you are, and the things you want to do going forward in your life. Manners are often a reflection of your character and your values. And that's all for today, Hawks. Make it a great day or not. The choice is yours. Make wise choices. And now back to Studio One with our anchors.
Thank you, Mrs. Gomez and Mrs. Gutierrez. This concludes our morning announcements.
Teachers, remember to follow the 5-step plan and please check students for the dress code. That's all for today. Have a good day, Hawks.